5 chilling facts about Albert Fish. Today we are going to be diving into 5 chilling facts about Albert Fish. Like this video and subscribe to the channel for new videos on serial killers every week. Fact 1. Fish drove needles into his own pelvis. Fish was a sadomasochist, meaning that he craved feeling pain as well as inflicting it, and he did so for sexual gratification. Fish reportedly developed the tendency for sexual sadism throughout his formative years. He would often subject himself to painful procedures, most notably driving nails into this body, especially the area between his scrotum and his rectum. At first, he would drive them in and pull them out again, but eventually, he started driving them in so far that he couldn't get them back out. After he was arrested and examined by a doctor, an X-ray showed 29 needles stuck in his pelvis. Fact 2. He mutilated a mentally disabled teen's genitalia. One of Fish's first known victims was Thomas Kedden, a mentally disabled 19-year-old man who rode the rails in Delaware for most of his life until he ran into Fish. In 1910, Fish was working in Wilmington when he met Kedden. Reportedly, Fish and Kedden had a sexual relationship that ended when Fish mutilated the teen's genitalia. In Albert Fish, in his own words, The Shocking Confessions of the Child-Killing Cannibal, author and filmmaker John Borofsky presents Fish's recollection of the events. I shall never forget his scream, or the look he gave me. Fish maintained that although he initially planned to kill Kedden, he tended to the wound before imparting the teen with a final kiss and farewell. Took first train I could get back home. Never heard what become of him, or tried to find out. Fact 3. He wrote horrific letters to the parents of his victims. In 1934, Fish decided to write an anonymous letter to Gracie Budd's parents 6 years after she went missing. The bizarre letter initially details how Fish came to learn about cannibalism. Although investigators could not confirm the authenticity of Fish's tales, the latter part of the letter reveals Gracie's true killer. Fish included a linear timeline of the events that occurred on the day of Gracie's disappearance, including how he took her under false pretenses. He explains that she died a virgin, although he describes how he cooked and ate her remains for 9 days. Detectives were able to identify Fish as a suspect from the letter sent to the Budds. Fact 4. Fish told police he killed those who would not be missed. Although Fish did not initially admit to culpability in the deaths of multiple children and teens, he did eventually share gruesome details of his crimes with authorities as well as his defense attorney, James Dempsey. While Fish looked so innocent, according to arresting officers prior to 1934, Fish admitted to having closer to 400 victims. He went on to tell authorities that he chose his victims according to whom he thought would be missed the least, such as the mentally disabled teen, Kedden. Fact 5. Fish may have claimed countless unknown victims. It's hard to know who Fish did and didn't kill in New York City in the early 20th century. In 1927, 12-year-old Yetta Bromowitz was strangled and beaten on the roof of a 5-story apartment in the Bronx. She died immediately after she was found. While her case was officially unsolved, Fish is suspected in this and many other similar cases. However, the state executed Fish on January 16, 1936, via the electric chair, and his hundreds of alleged victims will likely never be identified. Reportedly, Fish looked forward to his vile intent and shared this sentiment with the guards leading him to his execution. It will be the supreme thrill. The only one I haven't tried. If there was something we missed, let us know in the comments. If you are interested in making videos like this, check the links in the description.